Woodsy Vintage Farmhouse Decor. Spring Cottagecore Bliss for cozy indoor sanctuaries. Hello, lovely souls. I'm Alina, your guide to creating spaces that feel like a warm embrace. And today, we're diving into the enchanting world of Woodsy Vintage Farmhouse Decor. If you've ever dreamed of transforming your home into a serene, spring-inspired cottagecore sanctuary, you're in the right place. Here at Decorilo, we believe that your home should be a reflection of your heart, a place where calm meets creativity, and where every corner tells a story. Today, we'll explore how to weave the charm of vintage farmhouse aesthetics with the fresh, rejuvenating energy of spring. So, grab a cup of tea, settle into your favorite cozy nook, and let's embark on this journey together. Whether you're a seasoned decorator or just beginning to explore the world of interior design, these ideas will inspire you to create a space that feels like a breath of fresh air. Imagine stepping into a space where time seems to slow down, where the air is filled with the subtle scent of wildflowers and aged wood. This is the essence of Woodsy Vintage Farmhouse Decor, a style that celebrates the beauty of imperfection and the warmth of nostalgia. To achieve this look, start by embracing natural materials. Think reclaimed wood furniture, woven baskets, and linen textiles in soft, earthy tones. These elements bring a sense of authenticity and grounding to your space. Layer in vintage finds like an antique clock or a weathered picture frame to add character and history. The key is to create a balance between rustic and refined, allowing each piece to shine while contributing to the overall harmony of the room. As you curate your space, remember that less is often more. Let each item breathe, and allow the simplicity of the design to evoke a sense of calm. One of the most magical aspects of cottagecore decor is its ability to bring the outdoors in. This spring, consider incorporating botanical elements into your design. Fresh flowers, potted plants, and even dried arrangements can infuse your space with life and vitality. Choose vessels that complement the vintage farmhouse aesthetic, such as mason jars, ceramic pitchers, or galvanized metal buckets. Arrange them in clusters to create visual interest, or place a single statement piece on a shelf or table. Greenery not only adds color and texture, but also connects your indoor sanctuary to the natural world outside. Pair these botanical touches with soft, flowing curtains that let in the golden light of spring, and you'll have a space that feels like a tranquil retreat. Texture plays a vital role in creating a cozy, inviting atmosphere. In a woodsy vintage farmhouse setting, layering different textures adds depth and warmth to the design. Start with a foundation of natural materials, such as a jute or sisal rug, which provides a neutral base while adding a touch of rustic charm. Layer on plush throws and cushions in linen or cotton fabrics, choosing patterns like gingham, stripes, or delicate florals to enhance the cottagecore vibe. Don't be afraid to mix and match, combine a chunky knit blanket with a smooth, weathered leather chair, or pair a rough-hewn wooden table with a soft, flowing tablecloth. These contrasts create a tactile experience that invites you to slow down and savor the moment. When it comes to furniture, the woodsy vintage farmhouse style thrives on pieces that feel timeless and well-loved. Seek out items with a sense of history, such as a farmhouse table with visible grain and natural knots, or a rocking chair with a gently worn patina. These pieces don't need to match perfectly. In fact, a mix of styles and eras adds to the charm. Consider incorporating a vintage armoire or a weathered bench, both of which can serve as functional and decorative elements. Upholstered pieces, like a cozy armchair or a plush sofa, can be dressed in neutral slipcovers or fabrics with subtle patterns to maintain the relaxed vibe. The goal is to create a space that feels collected over time, as if each piece has a story to tell. This approach not only adds depth to your decor, but also fosters a sense of connection to the past, making your home feel like a true sanctuary. Color plays a subtle yet powerful role in setting the tone for your woodsy vintage farmhouse decor. This spring, embrace a palette inspired by nature-soft greens, muted blues, warm whites, and gentle browns. These hues create a calming backdrop that allows your vintage pieces and natural elements to take center stage. Consider painting walls in a soft, neutral shade, or use wallpaper with a delicate floral or botanical pattern to add interest without overwhelming the space. Incorporate color through textiles, such as throw pillows, quilts, and table runners, choosing shades that evoke the freshness of spring. The goal is to create a harmonious blend of colors that feels effortless and timeless, like a walk through a sun-dappled forest. Accessories are the finishing touches that bring your woodsy vintage farmhouse decor to life. Think of them as the little details that make your space feel personal and inviting. Vintage books, stacked on a side table or arranged on a shelf, add a touch of intellectual charm and warmth. Antique mirrors, with their slightly tarnished frames, can reflect light and make your space feel larger while adding a hint of elegance. Don't overlook the power of ceramics. Mixing and matching vintage plates, bowls, and pitchers can create a delightful display on open shelving or a sideboard. For a touch of whimsy, consider incorporating handmade items like a crocheted doily or a hand-carved wooden figurine. These small, thoughtful details are what make your home feel uniquely yours, a place where every corner holds a little piece of your heart. The concept of hygge, the Danish practice of creating coziness and contentment, fits beautifully within the woodsy vintage farmhouse aesthetic. To embrace this idea, focus on creating spaces that encourage relaxation and togetherness. A reading nook with a comfortable chair, a soft throw, and a stack of your favorite books can become a cherished retreat. A dining area with mismatched chairs and a table set with vintage linens invites lingering conversations over meals. Even your workspace can be infused with this sense of calm by incorporating natural materials and soft lighting. The key is to design your home in a way that prioritizes comfort and connection, allowing you to fully unwind and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. No vintage farmhouse space is complete without a touch of whimsy. Cottagecore is all about celebrating the simple joys of life, and your decor should reflect that. Look for unique handcrafted items that tell a story, like a hand-painted sign with a meaningful quote, a collection of vintage teacups, or a whimsical birdhouse. These small personal touches add personality and charm to your space, making it truly your own. Don't be afraid to incorporate elements that spark joy, whether it's a stack of well-loved books, a basket of knitting supplies, or a collection of seashells gathered from a favorite beach. These details create a sense of warmth and authenticity, inviting you to slow down and appreciate the beauty of everyday moments. As you bring your Woodsy vintage farmhouse vision to life, remember that the process is just as important as the result. Take your time to curate pieces that resonate with you, and don't be afraid to experiment with different arrangements. Your home is a living, breathing space that evolves with you, so allow it to grow and change over time. Embrace the imperfections and quirks that make your space unique, and let your creativity guide you. Whether you're adding a new piece of furniture, rearranging a shelf, or simply lighting a candle, each small act of creation brings you closer to the cozy, spring-inspired sanctuary you've been dreaming of. In conclusion, creating a woodsy vintage farmhouse decor is about more than just aesthetics. It's about crafting a space that nourishes your soul and brings you joy. By blending natural materials, vintage finds, and botanical elements, You can transform your home into a serene retreat that feels like a breath of fresh air. Remember to embrace texture, play with light, and infuse your space with personal touches that reflect your unique style. As you embark on this journey, let your heart be your guide, and don't be afraid to take risks. Your home is a reflection of you, and it deserves to be filled with beauty, warmth, and love. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Woodsy vintage farmhouse decor. I hope these ideas have inspired you to create a space that feels like a cozy, spring-inspired sanctuary. If you enjoyed this article, don't forget to subscribe to Decorilo for more tips and inspiration. Until next time, take care of yourself and your home, and remember that the best designs are those that come from the heart. Happy decorating!